Visit jjsprattfh.com. Joseph M. Spratt, Supervisor and Funeral Director.
J. Young Refuse in Industry is proud to be an integral part of Beaver County for the past 34 years. Featuring a wide range of recycling services for contracted areas, they are sure to help you get the job done. The J. Young Refuse team of professional drivers consistently exceeds safety and service throughout the day while their customer service representatives take professionalism to the next level. Call them today at 724-495-6199 with any questions you may have.
You are listening to the Al's Pizza halftime show from the McGee Heating and Air Conditioning broadcast booth. We are now set for the second half kickoff. Ambridge gets the kickoff. Western Beaver with the possession of the ball to start things off, so that just running out the clock, knowing that you're going to get the ball to start the second half, really a smart move by Coach.
It does make sense. It does, because you throw an interception, they were going to have to punt the ball, so luckily for them, they didn't have to.
Noah Schweikert with the kick at the 40-yard line. Fernandez and McCracken back deep. Looks as though Fernandez has it around the 20, over the 30, 35, fumbles the football, and recovered by Western Beaver at the 44.
Unbelievable. I mean, Robert, this is a total of officially only 2 turnover fumbles and only 3 turnovers, but that's like the 5th or 6th fumble combined between the teams. Some have been recovered, but I don't know if it got punched out or he just lost a grip. But boy, these guys got to be forced to take a ball to school and hold on to it all day.
All day long. 5 wide receivers, 3 wide to the right, 2 to the left, and a flag on the play. Whistle dead. Offsides against Ambridge. So you fumble the ball on the kickoff. And then the very first play from scrimmage for Western Beaver, it's a 5-yard penalty against Ambridge. And that is the second time that the defense has lined up offsides.
A lot of mistakes early. And again, a lot of young players, but Ambridge has veterans. That's what I don't understand.
4 wide receivers, 2 and 2, inside handoff up the middle, going nowhere. Wyatt Smart-Bain on the handoff, and he picks up no yardage on that play.
Now, one thing about Western Beaver, their running game is not what it was last year. That is for sure. So they're going to have to rely on the passing game and rely on Peel's legs, and you just have to hope he stays upright for the whole year.
Yeah, Tyson Florence now at Lockhaven last year rushed for over 1,200 yards. Javen Peel back to pass. He's looking, scrambling. He decides to throw deep, has a man wide open in the end zone, and just beyond his outstretched fingertips, there is a flag on the play back here at the 43.
It might be in the area of holding, but I don't know. We'll see. Nope.
And we have false start against Western Beaver, which is a little surprising that they allowed them to continue on with the play.
I know. That's kind of weird, isn't it? So essentially, that's weird. If it was Ambridge, I don't know. Either way, you blow it down. Well, I tell you one thing. This is a game where if you're going to keep fumbling the ball, you have to take advantage of turnovers if you want to be a winning team. Teams that stack up wins take advantage of other teams' mistakes. Here's the time for Western Beaver to try to do it against Ambridge.
2nd and 10, 5 wide receivers, 3 wide side, 2 near side. Javen Peel scrambling once again, looking for somebody downfield, decides to keep it himself. Instead of stepping out of bounds, puts his shoulder down, and it takes on the defender for Ambridge.
You know what that reminded me of? Way back when, before Tom Brady started playing, when Drew Bledsoe took that hit on the sidelines and ruptured his spleen and almost bled to death, and Tom Brady came in. That's exactly what he did. He took on the defender and almost died because of it, and then Tom Brady took over and was the quarterback that he's been, or was.
Trevor Stevenson in on the tackle there. Peel back, has a man, and great defensive move. McCracken closing, and they're able to knock that away and sets up a 4th and 5.
Yeah, you know what? I think that that high-arcing pass isn't working because Ambridge's defenders are pretty quick to the ball. He's going to punt, I think. He's going to line up like he might throw. If he sees a missed coverage, they might go for it. I don't know. He might. probably
Takes a snap, back to pass. He's looking, pressure's coming. He's scrambling, looking downfield, has some room, able to get that first down yardage if he runs, but he decides to pass it instead. Incomplete pass over on the left flat, and there's another flag on the play.
Found a wide open guy. It would have been a first down at least at the 10-yard line. And who's this going to be against? Yep. He went across the line. Did he go across the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, it looked as though he had it if he decided he wanted to run, but he saw Aiden Vula deep down the left side. He was wide open, just not able to compose himself to complete that pass.
Yeah, and again, he doesn't have enough time. I know I'm repeating myself over and over and over. He just doesn't. I mean, you got a couple of big guys on the Western line, but it's a more experienced Ambridge line, and it's a matter of their strength as the offensive and defensive lines. And Western Beaver just having all kind of problems protecting him.
And Ambridge getting through with 3 guys because they're normally dropping back 8 in coverage.
Every time.
4 wide receivers, man in motion, Fernandez, and another flag on the play.
You don't have anywhere to be tonight, do you? I mean, by midnight, do you?
I have no place to be, and it's a good thing.
Boy,
I got to let the missus know why I'm going to be like 3 hours late. But
for those of you that want to tune into the post-game show and the scoreboard show, probably going to run a little bit past 9:30 tonight because we just ain't getting over by 9:30. I can tell you that much right now. We may not get out of here till 10. 10:30.
We may not.
The Ambridge bus that Bruce usually takes is not going to wait. It's going to go.
10:53 to go in the third quarter. We're only a minute and 7 into this quarter. And Kane back in shotgun. Backup quarterback decides to keep it himself. Gets out to about the 35-yard line. Pickup of about 1.
He seemed a little hesitant when he took off. He didn't put his head down and run hard. He seemed like he was just, I don't know, hesitant's the word I want to use, but if he gets that ball and takes off right away, he can get around the end. It was almost like he was anticipating contact and let it get to him, and that's only a yard or 2. Could have been 6 or 7. He got 2. You got to get the ball and run hard and go right at it, and he didn't.
Ambridge coming out, shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the wide side, 1 to the near side. They're going from right to left. Fake the inside handoff. Quarterback keeper out to the 36-yard line. And no more, maybe a yard 2 at most. And what
flag.
do you know? Another flag.
Yeah, flag, holding.
Holding on the offense. That'll back it up. Ambridge.
Holding against Ambridge. They're backing up 10. So it was 2nd and 13. And now you're looking at what could be 3rd and 18.
At least they're doing some different things on offense. They're moving. They're not just sticking with the one thing they did early. But the penalties are really starting to hurt them now because now, if they can't get out of this, Western Beaver's probably going to get pretty good field position.
All right, they're back to their own 25-yard line. They have to get all the way out to the 48 for a first down. Kane now, backup quarterback in the shotgun formation. Wide receiver screen, quick pitch. And they're not able to get anywhere. The Western Beaver defense just absolutely swarming to the ball.
You know what? Here again, another whistle. What's this one going to be? That's a timeout.
There's an injury.
An injury timeout then. Okay.
Yeah, it could be a cramp. Hopefully that's all that it is. We'll come back with more. 9:46 to go and a third quarter. Ambridge up 2014 over Western Beaver. You're listening to the best of Beaver County football on Beaver County Radio.
Looking for a fall activity for your children? Pass and score your way into the Beaver County YMCA's Youth Soccer League. The league will teach the basic fundamentals of soccer. There will be 1 practice a week teaching drills and skills. This soccer league is for kids ages 5 through 12 and runs from September 10th to October 19th. Registration is already open. To register, go to beavercountyymca.org.
When accidents and injuries happen, you need the experience and insight of the legal team at Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly & George. Since 1934, they've been committed to the physical and financial recovery of personal injury victims. Why choose the law firm of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly & George? Attorney Larry Kelly explains.
First of all, we've been AV rated by Martindale Hobble. the highest rating you can get for legal ability and ethics, and that comes from our peers. We have board-certified civil trial specialist, which is like another bar exam. Would you go to a doctor who is not board-certified? Probably not. I've always said, and I tell my daughters, I have 3 daughters who are attorneys. Those in the profession know. The lawyers of LGKG have the respect of our peers, and that's all I ever cared about.
For your free initial consultation, call the law firm of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly & George at 724-658-8535 or online at lgkg.com. Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly & George, keeping promises for over 80 years.
3rd and 25 for Ambridge. Kane back. Decides to keep it, only picking up 1 yard on the play. 4th and 24 now for Ambridge. Quarterback keeper on a long 3rd down and over 20.
Yeah, that's one of those where they figured things aren't going well right now. We better not. They seem, I don't want to say completely incapable. They have not tried a pass play for more than, 6-7 yards at the most. And they're backed up, and they felt like, let's not risk an interception. Let's regroup. We got a lead, and let's try to get a lot of defense do the talking.
Anthony Powell back to punt. Nice snap. Able to get it and get it away out beyond midfield. Bounced at the 42. Took an Ambridge bounce inside the 30. Down around the 28, 29-yard line. What a great punt.
And a good roll.
By
good roll.
Anthony Powell, the senior.
You know what? I mean, he's got a good leg. A lot of people, and you hear this all the time, you'll hear these national pundits on TV and some of these big things, and they'll say, a kicker and a punter don't do nothing. They can change the field and change the outcome of a game by far. Watch it sometime, and some of these great punters in the NFL, when you can get 60, 70 yards of a difference or more, in this case, a little less than that, but still, Western Beaver has a longer way to go now.
Great punt by Anthony Powell. Now, Western Beaver set Javen Peel in shotgun. Has a running back beside him in Jaden Bishop. 4 wide receivers wide. Back to pass, looking for a man over in the left flat. Has him. And what a great catch. Chris Kirkland trying to make a couple of men miss. Unable to. Ambridge swarming, making the tackle. And it sets up a 2nd down and about 4 yards to go.
You know, if you run the ball and you get 3 or 4 yards, or you pass the ball to the out, on that case, it's the same thing. It's the same difference. You're still going to get 4 or 5 yards.
Handoff over the right side. Great defensive play. Wow. Penetration. What a tackle.
Is that Xavier?
Xavier Lewis coming in and making that tackle.
And Western Beaver has not been able to run to the outside on Ambridge. They haven't done it in first quarter, 2nd quarter, or here in the 3rd quarter. It's up the middle or nothing against this Ambridge squad.
Big tackle for loss. 3rd and 9. Peel back. Finds a guy over in the flat. Short of 1st down yardage. Able to get out around the 33-yard line. Setting up a 4th and long.
Yeah, they're going to have
And now you got to decide whether you're going to punt this or go ahead and go for it. They've been successful at holding Ambridge, but we'll see.
Another guy down and injured on the field for Ambridge. I think it's another cramp.
Yes, another cramp. And that is typical this time of year.
He does it for sure. You know, as Bruce Fry had told me, your body is used to practice and your body is used to conditioning. And then you get into the game now and it's short bursts. And it's different than what you're training, and all of a sudden your body's doing something different, and you can drink as much water as you want, but this heat definitely takes its effect in your limbs.
Coming up at the end of the game, we'll have the Electric Garage Doors post-game show. We will have an interview with Tank Latham and the winning coach, and also the CCBC players of the game, one from the winning team and one from the losing team. And then afterwards, we'll be checking in with Bruce Fry and the Falcones Moon Township Ford wrap-up show that will go, who knows, maybe he'll be going into the wee hours of the morning. He may be going till 1, 2 o'clock.
Could be. You never know. I mean, the rate things are going here. We've used a lot of timeouts, a lot of injury timeouts, but typical of the first game. I just think that both teams have shown some things that look for bright futures, but both teams have a lot of room. That was Xavier Lewis that had a cramp there. But I think both teams have work they need to do.
And Xavier Lewis is
limping badly.
Yeah, and they've been running him a lot today.
Yeah.
So he's been playing both sides. And I think that's one of the things that when Coach McBride was saying they do really well in the first half, and it's that second half that they struggle with. When you have a lot of guys that are playing both sides of the ball, then you're expecting a lot of them, and you're going to have them just get too tired to be able to give you that performance in the third and fourth quarter like they gave you in the first and second. So now Western Beaver set the punt. Snap is back, and it looks as though they're going to fake it. He's not going to be able to get it, that's for sure. Oh, wait a second.
Maybe.
He found that corner on the outside.
He got it.
Looks as though he did get it.
Wow.
Wow.
They did not run to the outside on them all game long, and the fake punt runs to the outside. And Ambridge didn't sniff it out when they saw a fast guy as the up back. Wow. That is very interesting from Coach Ron Busby, and it worked. And he barely got there because he was getting held up.
Right.
But he made it by inches.
And you are absolutely right about inches, because he needed to get to the 39, and he got to the 39 plus an inch.
That could be a game changer. That could be a game changer if they go down and score.
Peel back. Looking at his receivers. 5 going down. Sack finally. Ambridge coming in for the big tackle.
Yeah, that's big number 58.
Dante Prentice.
And you know, Dante Prentice. And you know what? They had him so many times when he's escaped. I think that might be their first sack, I think, because they've had him so many times close and they couldn't get to him, and they finally got him. So that makes you feel good if you're Ambridge.
Yeah, they've been rushing 3 guys a lot. This time they're rushing 4. 7 back in coverage. Western Beaver throwing out 5 wide receivers. Javen Peel back to pass. He's scrambling, no place to go, able to find some room, still continues to run, and then throws the ball out of bounds. And it looks as though it's going to be intentional grounding on Javen Peel.
I mean,
nobody was there except for an offensive lineman.
If I'm Ambridge, you know what? I mean, the one thing is, okay, Ambridge is single covering everybody, all 5 guys, and a guy out of the backfield, and that's picked up. So they have single coverage everywhere, and they still can't keep 4 or 3 men out of the backfield. Javen Peel is running. He has no time to throw, and he hasn't made a quick decision unless it's a quick out pass, and no one is open quickly. So Ambridge, they're going after him, and I don't blame them. Right now, I'd go 4 again after him because they can't stop him. Go after him.
That was a huge penalty. They had to get to the 49 for a first down. They're all the way back to their own 19-yard line. Peel just winging it down the sideline, up for grabs and a catch. He pulls it in.
And a flag.
Number 3, Jaden Bishop on the reception, and then a flag on the play. It came in from one of the back judges.
That could be interference on one of the sides, but I don't know.
Holding against Ambridge.
Oh, my goodness. They had him. I counted 1, 2, and at 2, there were 2 guys in his face, and he got rid of it. 2 guys unencumbered. Nobody stopped him. It is really getting bad for him there. They've got to find ways to protect him. Either they got to start shuffling guys in and out and giving guys a break or something, because Peel has no time to throw at all. I can't believe he got that throw off.
He's making the time for himself to find a little bit to be able to throw the ball, but that was all Jaden Bishop.
I know.
6 foot 180 to the senior, just climbed the ladder, went up there, got the ball, and was able to get just shy of first down yardage. So it's going to end up being what looks to be a yard to go. 4th and 1. Is it 4th and 1? The scoreboard is saying 4th and 1. The down and distance marker is saying that it is 3rd down. The penalty has been declined, so the catch stands.
So it's 4th
So
and 1.
it's 4th and 1 from their own 48, near hash mark. Last time they were in a 4th down situation, they faked the punt. This time around, what are they going to do? Javen Peel was going to the sideline.
They got
the call. He's coming back in.
They're going to go for it here. They're down 7. They're down 6 in a game they want to try to win. It's going to
They're coming in tight. Looks like a quarterback sneak. Can he get the 1 yard? Maybe the 1 yard. The far lineman says no. The near lineman says no.
Nope, it's not.
They're not giving him the yardage. It doesn't look as though he got it.
Wow.
We're waiting for the official call. He stopped shy of the 48. He had to get to the 49. Ambridge stops him on a 4th down play.
You know, it looked like he might have even lost a yard. I mean, a half a yard. It's just like there was no push at all. See, again, risky. You're going against their line that keeps them, getting past their Western Beavers line. And they lined up, and I don't know if that was the best play against that good line for Ambridge. They went into their strength. Not really, in my opinion, the best call. Might have been better with a handoff, but no hole created, and that's a big, big, big play for Ambridge. If they can drive down here, I'm not saying they'll put the game away, but they're going to start to put it away.
Ambridge now, 1st and 10 inside Western Beaver territory. They're in with that tight formation. DJ Kane decides to keep it. He's running over the right side, is able to pick up what looks to be 10, maybe 11 yards on that play. One of the most effective plays that they've had when in that bunch formation, 3 running backs ahead of the Wildcat.
And now you're going to start seeing the toll it's going to take. It's already taking its toll on the defensive line and the line play of Western Beaver. Me and Tank talked early, and we both thought that the line play was going to be the difference, and the fact that Ambridge has so many guys back, I think when it gets to the 4th quarter, 3rd quarter, this is where they take. Good teams take advantage here and run clock and score and put the game away.
Looks like DJ Kane once again in the quarterback shotgun position, more like a Wildcat, takes it, runs the ball up over the right side. He has 1st down yardage once again up over the 30-yard line, close to the 29, just shy of a 1st down pickup of about 9.
Looked like he was going to get it, and then he got tripped up at the last second, Robert. And so, 2nd and 1, they're saying. That's a long one, but this is an eating clock right now, and the clock is going to get against Western Beaver. Even though it's in the 3rd quarter, you go up 2 touchdowns by the end of the 3rd quarter. That is a lot at home.
And Ambridge running this tight formation. Earlier they ran it, didn't have a whole lot of success, but now as the game is wearing on, guys are getting more tired. This bunch formation is working really, really well. Once again, the snap and now a penalty. We may be setting a record here for penalties in a game, because we've seen more laundry on the field that I have not seen in a long time. However, that penalty was against Western Beaver. Ambridge taking the 1st down any way they can get it, so 1st down off the 5-yard penalty. It's now 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for Ambridge. DJ Kane coming to the sideline. And it looks as though they are going with the Wildcat one more time. Xavier Lewis is back deep. Snap underneath his feet, underneath his hands, through his legs, and he has to dive on it all the way back at the 36.
Boy, we've seen a lot of things like that, haven't we? Bad snaps, fumbles. Boy, Ambridge seems to be in control. They're playing well, and then something like that's going to set them back now.
It's difficult to consistently get that snap back, and then when you have so many different people who are playing in that position and different people with different skill sets to be able to take on that shotgun snap, if you will, that Wildcat snap, it's been difficult. If you're not paying close enough attention, snap comes a little bit early, next thing you know, you're not able to take it, and another flag on the field.
What are they doing here? Spotting the ball wrong. That looks like, there we go.
5-yard penalty against Western Beaver. So what was a 2nd and 21 is now a 2nd and 16 for Ambridge. Ambridge now in a more traditional formation. A.J. Grace is in a quarterback. Xavier Lewis to his left side. Otherwise, 4 wide receivers, 3 to the wide side, 1 to the short side. Grace rolling to his left, finds a man, and is unable to complete the pass, and ultimately an interception for Western Beaver. Priest unable to bring it in. and then intercepted by Western Beaver. They get the ball back inside their own 30-yard line. The Western Beaver player is down with a cramp. We'll come back after he gets his cramp attended to. We'll come back. It's 2014 Ambridge over Western Beaver. 4:03 to play and the third quarter. You're listening to the best of Beaver County football on Beaver County Radio.
In order to call the right play, you have to be able to communicate. Dental hygiene not only affects appearance and eating habits, it can also have an impact on your ability to speak clearly. Dr. C. Timothy Lip wants you to keep your teeth in the game, and he has a playbook designed for success so that you can call the right play or even call an audible. Get suited up for a win, or at least a winning smile, by joining Dr. C. Timothy Lip's team in Beaver Falls or Robinson Township. Visit lipdentistry.com. Looking for home services? Call Patriot Home Care in Beaver Falls. Their staff provides company, conversation, and companionship to all patients, ensuring medications are taken on time, participating in fun community activities, personal care, meal prep, and light household work are all services provided by Patriot Home Care, all thanks to the hardworking and selfless team members. Call Patriot Home Care at 724-506-8911 or stop in Patriot Home Care, 1225 7th Avenue, Beaver Falls.
It's a game of attrition with guys going down with cramps, and it's really about who's going to be able to withstand the heat and keep the energy up for 4 quarters. Ambridge over years has struggled with this. Can they turn things around this time? They're up 2014 with a running clock under 4 minutes to play, and Western Beaver with the dive play able to pick up 1, setting up a 2nd and 9.
There's no consistency for either team right now. There's no real long drives. We've had a couple nice pass plays and a couple big runs and a couple of big, obviously the big kickoff return for Ambridge, but neither team can really get consistent drive after drive.
Javen Peel, 5 wide receivers wide. Ambridge, 3 down linemen. They're blitzing a linebacker, and everybody gets through once again and unable to complete the pass. Flags all over the place. And it looks as though there may be penalties against Western Beaver, maybe against Ambridge as well. So far, the preliminary call just against Western Beaver. We're waiting for the official call from the referee at this point.
Who invented the game of football? Can you know that off the top of your head?
No.
Just kind of wondering because he's rolling over in his grave right now.
With all these penalties.
It's just, it's like every other play right now. It's just a lot of messiness. And the referees, the fans are yelling at them, but it's really, really, really not their fault. I mean, they have to call what's put in front of them.
Oh, so we have an ineligible man downfield for Western Beaver and pass interference for Ambridge. So we're replaying the down. It's 2nd and 9 from just inside the 30 at the 27. Another flag on the play. Peel back, looking, incomplete pass. The front 5 for Western Beaver just not able to stop that defensive line for Ambridge. It seems as though even if you're only rushing 3 guys, they get through as though there's nobody even there in the first place.
Exactly, and I feel bad for Western on this. It's a lot of new guys in there, seniors against young guys, and it's really, really hard. You're going to almost have to, instead of sending 5 guys out wide, bring a tight end in there. You're going to have 6 on the line. You have to do something to protect him, or you're not going to have a good season. They're going to struggle against teams like this. Sure, they'll beat teams because of their talent, but he's going to get hurt. You can't stop if you can't stop these guys.
Yeah, if he just has a little bit of time back there, he can set up. But Ambridge is doing a great job of defending those wide receivers. Little dump-off pass to the left side. Big pickup of about 9 yards on that play.
Shuffle pass.
Yeah.
And he's seen him open. It was a Patrick Mahomes type play. And that time he had protection. That time there was the linemen were just hitting and standing up and kind of a little bit of a different technique there. And maybe some of Ambridge's players getting a little bit tired.
5 wide receivers consistently for Western Beaver. And Ambridge, their defensive backs, they have 3 guys down. Looks as though they may have a 4th, but they're dropping back. 8 guys in coverage. Javen Peel back, looking, scrambling. Is he able to find somebody?
Yes.
He does at the 50-yard line. big reception. Jaden Bishop on the reception.